Hi, and welcome to another Taste of Fusion. Today, I'm bringing you fabulous stuffed tomatoes, our appetizer, and for my main course, my fusion version of Southeast Asian drunken chicken, following that with a pista chocolate mousse. So, now let's go pick up our veg to the store and then back to the kitchen and get cooking. For our appetizer, we begin with tomatoes. Very simply, get your knife, go halfway through your tomato like that, get a small spoon and scoop. There we have it, a lovely little tomato pocket. Now, get your cottage cheese out and chop it up. Quite roughly as that. And straight into the bowl with your tomatoes. Into this, I'm going to put in that quintessential sponge, the mushroom. It can take on any flavor that you immerse it in. Otherwise, mushrooms are really quite tasteless. Now, a pot of garlic. Again, finely sliced. The garlic will give this a deeper dimension, a smoky taste. Finely sliced into your bowl. Now, in your bowl, get some olive oil. Regular olive oil is fine. Put in about a good 3 to 4 tablespoons. Now, to this, we're going to add 1 level teaspoon of salt, 1 level teaspoon of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. After the turmeric goes in, 1 level teaspoon of red chili flakes, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Right, and to this we're going to add just a smidge of black cumin. Now, get your fork, mix everything together. Just sort of break the tomato up with your fork. Into this I've only added the insides of 1 tomato. The final ingredient to this dish, the egg. 1 egg, straight in. Just mix it all up. You don't have to whisk anything. You don't want to beat in too much air into this because you don't want the egg to fluff up in the oven when you put your appetizer in. You just want it to hold everything together, much like olive oil. Right, so we're done with that. Very slowly, very gently in fact. Spoon your mixture in. There we go. That's set. Now onto your oven tray. Take the olive oil and drizzle a little bit straight on. Just rub it in. There we go. All set. And so quick. Lovely. That's it. Now, just for a final touch, a little black pepper on top, straight into your preheated oven at 180 degrees for about 15 minutes. Right, so how simple was that? My appetizer is almost done. It's going to take about 15 minutes in the oven. In the meantime, I'm going to take out all the things I need for my main course. So join me after the break and I'll show you how to get fusing. For our main course, we have a whole chicken. So onto my chicken, I am going to throw 1 tablespoon of coriander straight onto my chicken because I want to rub it into the skin. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. 1.5 teaspoons of red chili flakes. Now to this I'm going to add another 1/2 tablespoon or a 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper. Salt, 1 to 2 teaspoons. Now this into our chicken. Take some olive oil, pour it on. Now you want to coat this quite liberally. Now, with your hands, start rubbing all these spices into the chicken. Okay. Now, your chicken's done. We are ready to cook this, but what do we need for it? Some essential roasting elements. We have potatoes. Keep your potatoes very simple. After being peeled, just halve them. Carrots. Cut them into oblongs like this. Keep it simple again. To this, I'm going to add garlic pods. About 5 garlic pods, but I'm not going to chop them. I'm going to throw them in whole. and the juice of 1 lemon. Then, just to be on the safe side, we put some coriander seeds on our board and some salt, extra salt because potatoes take in salt, and we are ready to cook. Chicken to the other side, turn the heat on underneath your pan, throw in a little bit of olive oil, just make sure that the bottom is, well coated. Okay, that's good. Move that around. Now, your chicken, the glorious bird herself, in it goes, whole. It's going to take a moment to start searing, but you need it to become slightly brown on the outside. That way the skin will retain its crispiness, yet take in all the juices from the outside without falling off the bone. Now this is where it gets a little technical. You have to flip the chicken around onto, from each side to each side for about 5 to 10 seconds. Now flip it over to do the side. Very simple, just put your spoon underneath the leg and use the leg to balance everything. Right, so your chicken's nicely browned now, evenly on all sides. We don't want it pan-seared or roasted any more than that. To this, we're going to pop in your potatoes, the carrots, straight in the pods of garlic, the juice of half a lemon right now, and to this, add water. To the side. Now, you remember all the spices left in your bowl? Throw the water in there, swirl it around, don't waste anything, and pour them right in. Right, so that's main course. Now, this needs to cook for 35 to 45 minutes on a low flame. Now, let's go and check on our appetizer because I think it's done. Oh, that's perfect. Lovely, gorgeous, stuffed tomatoes. How beautiful is that? The egg has cooked, the cheese has come together and melted, the mushrooms. It looks fabulous. I want to eat it now, but I have to wait for my guest and I have to make him dessert. So, what's next? Next is our pista and chocolate mousse. Grab a deep bowl and into this put in about 4 egg whites that you have separated. Now, you have to whisk this up thoroughly. Now, I'm doing this because I want to get a lot of air into them. So my egg whites have been sort of fluffed up. Now, join me on this side. So we've got our pan. Let's check on our chicken right now. I think it's very well on its way. Oh, that's fantastic. It's bubbling away. I can smell all the masala flavors coming. This is going to be one amazing dish. So I'm just going to turn the heat down on this slightly. So in goes this luscious chocolate. Say about 300 grams. Lovely. Ooh, it's beginning to melt already. Now, straight into this, I'm going to put in about 250 grams of butter. Straight into this, I'm going to pop in my caster sugar. Lift my pan up, and I'm going to throw in about, messily, about 4 heaped tablespoons. Since I'm a professional, I know how to count that, but you must use 4 tablespoons. So just mix it all up. Lift it up from the flame so your chocolate doesn't burn. Now I think I'm going to do something a bit funky to this too. I'm going to do a little fusion aspect, but I'll do this right at the end because the spice I'm going to use, which is my secret, my pièce de résistance, it's going to change everything. Into this lovely chocolate mixture, I'm going to add in my double cream. Now this is about 1 packet of double cream. There we go. Just mix it in gently. Let it cool slightly because you're going to add in the egg yolks, but you don't want your egg yolks to cook. All right, so this is mixed in. As you can see, now we have this consistency. Now, once this is done, let's come over to that side. Now, for the pista. Just grab some pistachios. And a little hard work goes into this, and mind your fingers, don't be hasty, don't cut yourself. So that's enough, just a little bit, because the rest we leave whole, throw them right in. Then take a handful with the skins on and just plummet them straight into the pan. Mix it all in. At this point, when you think your chocolate is somewhat cooled, take the egg, 2 egg yolks, and throw them in. Straight in and whisk it up very quickly. Don't let them sit, don't let them congeal, and you don't want to cook them. I used to love doing this when I was a kid and making all these different desserts and putting them in. Now my egg whites. This is the slightly tricky part. You want to take your sauce and just pour it straight in. Now, but very, very quickly, pan to the side, start folding in your mixture. In my ramekins, I'm putting in some butter paper. What this is going to do at the end, when you see when I plate up, it'll make my dessert look very beautiful. And straight in to my butter papered ramekins, pour in this glorious dessert. So that's it, dessert is done. This is going in the fridge. My chicken's almost done. It's time for a break. And when we come back, we'll be ready to plate up and try a little taste of fusion. First of all, I'm going to put my tomatoes into the oven so they heat up. So that goes in there. My guest should be here any moment now. My chicken's almost done, but it needs that extra special kick. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use chicken liver. I love chicken liver, and I think that we don't eat it enough. I'm actually just going to saute it lightly. Right, so this to the side, very simple. Baby frying pan for this. Olive oil straight in very, very quickly now. No time to lose. Take your liver straight in. Pinch of salt on top. Just a pinch of coriander seeds, all with your fingers, and a pinch of red chili flakes. Just want it to fry very quickly. There, my coriander seeds are popping. We are done. I think it adds so much dimension. This is done, my chicken is done. I'm just going to let that sizzle there. Oh, fantastic. The smells, the flavor, the golden, the syrup almost that's going on here. Such beautiful fusion. Right, so now your chicken is almost, it's coming off at the bones, and that's when you know it's true drunken chicken. It's completely immersed. So you don't even need a knife, and you can break it up into these beautiful pieces. Now that's amazing. So here we go. That's lovely. This glorious looking dish. Now what I want to do is I want to take out all these juices and layer them across. It could be like a rustic roast. I want to start eating this very, very quickly. Uncle Habib, you're here. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Come on in.
Lovely surprise.
I am just fusing and plating up for you.
I know.
So why don't you come on over to this side and let me show you what I've got for you.
What are these goodies? Marvelous. Oh, my favorite.
Oh well, this is my drunken chicken. Well, actually drunken because it's taken in all the juices.
You must give me the recipe, you see.
Absolutely so. What else do I have for you? I'm heating up these amazing tomato pockets. Now this is, I think, a great little entree which I've made, or I've conjured up for you. I hope you like this.
I will.
Now I'm just going to plate this up for you and we'll be ready to eat.
Yummy.
Now I've got a little surprise on this actually. I have made a garnish of liver which I'm going to put on top, which is going to come as my little pièce de résistance at the end. And chicken liver. And now you see all these vegetables. I thought all the rustic vegetables that we have in our roast.
And we have such wonderful vegetables.
Absolutely. Do you think that looks pretty enough?
Wonderful. Oh,
We'll just keep that there as the crowning glory.
What a meal.
Now, Uncle Habib, should we take this out to the poolside?
Yeah, we'll sit by the poolside on your lovely patio.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. I'll grab this. Please grab that.
I'll bring this.
And we are ready to try this out. Great. So the leg piece, fabulous. Now, Uncle Habib, I'm going to serve you. 1 second. Allow me to please give you a little stuffed tomato pocket.
Yeah.
And I will give you now, I'll give you a leg piece.
What it does, it adds color to the whole thing, you know.
Absolutely.
You see?
Please, sir, start away.
Bismillah, as I say. Delicious.
Thank you. Would you
Lovely
like pay for
position.
this in a restaurant?
Absolutely wonderful.
I want
बहुत
to.
मजेदार.
Thank you. But
बहुत
चलें
मजेदार.
अब. Now let's
नहीं,
try
नहीं,
the
मैं तो-
chicken.
I'm going to have a full go at your wonderful thing.
My little take.
Yes.
On
and
the
I'm
jewel
visiting
of
for the
these.
finale. I mean, you're not going to let me go.
Absolutely not,
that
Uncle
cheaply,
Habib. You are now here. You're trying out everything.
बहुत मजेदार. And you know this touch of the liver
Yeah.
adds to the whole thing. You know, people just discard liver.
Absolutely.
When they're
It's
cooking
put to the
it.
side, it's left in the freezer, and just use it in this inventive way. It's my tadka. What do you think? Yes!
बहुत मजेदार.
Oh,
बहुत मजेदार.
I've done it!
This will be very soon. Christmas is a little far, or New Year's is a little far.
Absolutely.
But I can do that, you see, and you can do it in a large quantity.
Large
also,
quantity. You can have it. It's such a simple dish to make. You don't have to put in too much into it. And you can, it's so
you
versatile.
just separate the legs and you have the other.
No, I actually put in the chicken whole.
Don't
And the trick is,
Then you cut it.
know when your drunken chicken is successful when you just lift the leg and the leg just breaks away from on its own. And that is the beauty. It's like
Lovely.
butter. Uncle Habib, you keep eating this. I'm going to go and get you the pièce de résistance, the
This
dessert.
is so delicious.
Well,
This is so
I'm
delicious.
so glad you like it. I'm
And-
so happy that
Yeah.
it's worked out. Now it's time for dessert. So just
Yes.
excuse me for a moment and I'll be right back.
I'm waiting for my surprise.
On
I'm
its
waiting
way,
for
sir.
that.
On its way. Sir, why are you standing?
Oh, I've received
Oh,
you.
da 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 da.
Wow. This is going to kill me. This is wonderful.
It's
Absolutely.
my chili chocolate mousse with some pistachio nuts.
That's
Incredible.
an end to
You know
I can't wait to attack.
Well, there we go. Come on.
And chocolate is my weakness.
Oh, I have found his Achilles heel. I have.
I must confess, I'm borderline diabetic.
Oh,
But I also the sweet tooth, and I ration myself. You know, people bring chocolates or this as presents, then I keep them. And then I just ration it, one piece. And my
Uncle
cook
Habib, that is very cute.
serves me. Just have एक तो खा ले.
Well, I'm going to confiscate this dessert from you in a moment, but I used cooking chocolate, so it's not the same grade of sugar. I have used caster sugar instead of regular sugar in here. I could always substitute it with a sweetener for you and, break it all down. So these desserts can be made
Can be made.
with, artificial
Yes,
sweeteners
yes,
for
yes.
diabetic people. And I think that, that's that as well. You like that. Fusion works.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Thank you for coming and eating the food and
I'll come again and again.
anytime,
and again.
anytime, sir. You are
ये तो
now.
बिल्कुल, I would
Uncle
give
Habib,
passion
आप
parties
कहीं
now,
you
or
cannot go
your.
anywhere. You cannot go
I know
anywhere.
where you do your shooting. I know where you do
Oh.
it. आके बैठ जाना है इधर.
Well, guys, Uncle Habib is not going to go anywhere. But it's time for us to say bye to you. Please write in to us at A Taste of Fusion if there's a recipe you want me to fuse for you, or you want to challenge me or ask me anything. Write in to us at Taste of Fusion at dawnnews.tv anytime you want. And from us on A Taste of Fusion today and Uncle Habib, thank you so much for being with us. It's been great. We are going to eat dessert. I'm going to confiscate this from him. I'll see you next week.